It gives a nice shape to the leg there. It's right in the crease there between the leg and those kind of his pants. There we go. This side looks like they kind of did that. I got a little yellow paint on the blue yesterday, so since it hasn't been sealed, I can go take it off. See? Just like that. Pretty cool. Watercolors are awesome. Now I'm just kind of being a little nitpicky. That's way too much there. Too much black. A little water. I'm going to take some of that off. Okay, there you go. All right, so those gloves look good. I'll do a little bit of dry brushing. I'm going to take those off. And I'm going to dry brush these just a little bit. Oh, and I also have to paint the buckle metallic yellow. I thought it was supposed to just go metallic, but it's supposed to go metallic yellow, I found out. So we're going to take care of that tonight too, which is not too bad. What was I using? Try this a little bit of exhaust manifold. That's too dark. I think that's what I got sprayed on there. I don't want like a real bright metallic dry brushing on these fins. What was I had last of it? There it is. Pale metal. Just the tiniest amount of pale burnt metal on this brush. I'm just going to kind of hit the tops here just a little bit. See that? It's very subtle. Looks like got some little scratches on there on the bristles of the brush. I still haven't uploaded last night's video. I was trying to do it, and it's got there's an error on it. I had that with one of my other videos. So I have to go in there, and there's like a corrupted frame or two, and it's not allowing me to upload. So I have to go find that corrupted frame and take it out. It's kind of a pain in the ass because last night's video was an hour and a half long, so it's a lot of kind of footage I got to go through to find where the corruption is. Maybe just a tad more. There we go. I'm taking too much paint off my brush. I got too much on. Try to show this in camera too. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. That's all I'm going to do on that. Let's do the other one. So if everything goes planned, as I have it planned tonight, if I don't screw anything up, I'll pretty much have them done tonight. I got to do the UV paint, which I have not bought yet, and I need to do some experimenting before I apply it to the model. But and I'm going to seal this really good. I want that sealer to really cure for a couple days before I do that, because I may have to. The UV paint will be acrylic, but I want to be able to, if I mess it up, really be able to take it off without having to worry about messing up all this work. So it's best to let things cure for a couple days. Make sure it's everything's durable. Okay, that one's done. Looks good. I say that and then I look at it and I go touch it again. Alright, so those two are done. I keep saying that, but then I see little areas that I want to work on. There we go. That looks more like it. I think I didn't have enough like scratch effect on there. Not as much as that I wanted. Okay. Now those are done. So for now, I need to pause and get the other fins painted and then weather that glove. And then I got to put the cape on. I've got some touch-ups on the cape. I scratched a little bit on the inside, no big deal. Just from, again, handling the kit. As I work on kits, as I handle them, I end up having to do touch-ups in the end, so no surprise there. But I have to put the cape on with the head, so I can do very light weathering on the head and the cowl. So I can do very slight weathering on the cowl, and then the cape I'm basically just going to concentrate on the lower edges of the cape, like it was drag a little bit. I'm not going to go like all over the cape, basically just around the edges. And then I'll seal everything really, really good tonight, and then for the most part, he's done. So I'm going to pause and come back when I have the other arm weathered and everything. Okay, so I got all the gloves weathered and everything, but I want to show you something that I've been doing when I put the cape on this to avoid scratching, which I didn't do last time. I got a few little nicks. I've been taking saran wrap and wrapping the whole backside. Or not wrapping, just putting a piece back here, because as you put the cape on, it wants to bump and stuff, and it tends to bump against the base, not Batman himself, but the base. So I always put a piece of saran wrap over the backside of them. Hold on, let me get the cape. That way, when you're putting the cape on, you have less chance of scraping paint. I scraped a little bit here earlier. I'm going to have to touch that up. It's not the end of the world, but it's part of my touch-ups I have to do. I'm not going to worry about putting the arms on right now because those have been weathered. And so I'm just going to put the cape on right now. Let's see. Why is it? I may have to put one hand in for it to stay. It just keeps, keeps things from wanting to bump around. I really need to put the head on. head's what keeps the cape really in place for the most part. So, just a suggestion when you're doing this, put something on on Batman on the backside, to keep things from rubbing and stuff. Just, I think it's a good idea. Okay, so we're in the home stretch on this guy. I just kept the saran wrap on there. I went ahead and put the gloves on because it helps support the cape. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little weathering on the cape, and it's not going to be a lot. Basically, I'm going to kind of hit it down here on the edges a little bit. Very, very little on the cowl. Probably won't even go up into the face area. Mark wants to keep that pretty clean. So up in this area a little bit, and down here at the very bottom, this will get pretty dirty right there, so I'm going to weather that up a little bit. But the cape is going to get very light treatment. And I'm sticking with the same palette that I had last night. I mean, it's all dirty and everything. It's the right color, so I'm just going to stick with that. I don't need that. That's the wrong brush. That's got metallic on it. That'd be not good. So I'm going to put just a couple drops of water in my palette, and I'm going to keep reactivating this old paint from yesterday. You know, all these different colors that are just kind of messy and muddy work well. And I'm going to just go in here and kind of hit this a little bit. This would get pretty good. This front edge would be the dirtiest, I would think. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat. Right in there. Let's see. Right here. Again, wherever I hit the cape or the cowl or everything, I want to make sure I carry that over into the gray suit a little bit. It wouldn't make sense that this was dirty and this wasn't, or vice versa. You know, these would kind of get dirty together. So make sure it looks, you know, realistic or believable as far as where the dirt is and why it's there. Excuse me. So there's one other effect I need to do, and I kind of forgot about this, is that Mark wants like a damp or wet lick on the top part of the base. And I don't know if I want it like wet. I think I'm going to do a damp. So the thing I'm going to do, I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I don't want it like glossy. I don't want glossy. We just want kind of a damp look. And as far as like doing the weathering on the cape, switching subjects, I'm just going to kind of come up this way a little bit. I'm not going to go real high. Just going to kind of randomly hit the edges here a little bit. My brush is too wet. I'm going to come up here a little bit. Just up here a little bit, where the glove's hitting. Oops. Again, this is pretty slight. I'm going to carry this over onto the glove a little bit. Just like that. Should probably get a bigger brush for this barbing area. Let's see what I have over here that I can use. There we go. Again, I'm just kind of And I'm hitting the high spots again. Down here by the hand. I carry that over a little bit. Right here a little bit. You can't see it right now, I'm just kind of hitting the kind of one of the points on the cape. I might have to get a little more watercolor out here. Let's see if I can make this work. I like the kind of muddy colors I got going on here. This is perfect tones for what I'm doing. It's kind of hard to see here. I might have to do this, take the cape off and do that part. Actually, I meant to take the cape off to do most of this. I just can't see what I'm doing. I can do up here. I can do up in the higher areas with it on, but I think I have to take the cape off to get the lower areas I don't want to get. That's all I'm going to do on the cowl. I don't want to really get up into the face area. Just kind of around the where dust and stuff would collect. I think that looks pretty good right there. We'll leave the rest alone. I'm actually almost done. This isn't, again, I'm not doing a whole lot. I think I need a little more watercolor. Got too much water out here and not enough pasty goodness. So I'm gonna get a little more. Just gonna make some. What color is this? Black. That's what I want. My work area is a complete disaster. That's how it gets when I'm like knee deep in a project or whatever. It just gets completely destroyed. That's kind of where I am right now. A little white in there. I can't find stuff. There's just stuff strewn everywhere. It's kind of sad. That's how it gets when I get going. There we go. Where's my napkin towel? My dry brushing towel. So I just mixed up kind of this, again, some of this kind of black, brown, and white. Kind of get this grayish, dirty tone. Just kind of working down here a little bit. inside just a little bit. I'm not talking a whole lot because it's just kind of muddling around here. If I don't like something, I can go back and wipe it off. So I hope everyone digs what I did here. I think it looks really, really good. And this is my first Batman ever, so that's kind of cool. Alright, so I can kind of get the tips down here. I want to work on these tips. These would be pretty dirty. Getting drug around. Just a tad bit of water. When I get a water, I mean it's not even a drop. It's barely a drop. Once you add too much, then you're kind of screwed. There we go. Not on camera. So I'm going to pause because it's just me doing this, kind of going around. I'm going to get the tips, get some of the high areas in the cape, and then see what it looks like, and I'll come back. Alright, so I am done for tonight. Just have to wait for Mark to look at these pictures and tell me what he thinks. But as far as I'm concerned, the weathering's all done. See, I went down here on the bottom of the cape, a little bit on the edges here. Just kind of around the neck portion of the cowl. I didn't go up onto the head at all. And I just hit the tips down here, you know, as if they had been dragged along the ground. Just darken those a little bit, but I think it looks really good. I dry brushed the grappling gun a little bit, brought some of the detail on that. But yeah, I'm real happy with it. So now I just have to wait for Mark to give me approval on this. I can seal everything, and then there's 2 steps left. I got to do the kind of damp effect on top of the base and the UV paint on the backside plaque. But that's it for tonight. Not so long. It's not over an hour and a half or 2 hours. But as always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next time.